Good morning, everyone. This is Ida of Created to Create. Welcome back to my channel. If you're not 18 years or older, this video content is not intended for you. I have some embellishments that I want to share with y'all. I shared yesterday the new paper from Prima that's called With Love. And I had been making some embellishments that I want to share with you. For those of you who are getting that paper or those of you who just want to make embellishments. So one of the embellishments that I created are these. I didn't do anything really. I just stamped it and cut out the banner and added a little heart from the ephemera pack from the With Love collection. And I think they ended up really cute. And I added the this glitter that's like it's a glitter glue, and it's like stickles. It works just like stickles, and it's a big bottle. So I added that on these, and I did cut it out in the foam board from the Dollar Tree, and then I cut it out in the cardstock, and I stamped With Love because I happen to have a stamp that said With Love. So it was perfect for this collection. And then this one, this is the first one that I did, and I added the glass glitter, but I think I like this the glitter glue better than the diamond dust. Again, I stamped it With Love. Then I cut the banner out in gold and offset it. So that it just depends on your preference. I liked it better without, personally, but you know, to each their own. So these are the banners that I created, and to each I added one of the hearts from the ephemera pack. So there's that one. And then I created, the first things that I created are some hearts, and I want to share those with y'all. I created these hearts by looking at the paper and kind of mimicking what was going on the paper pad. And I actually bought a digital file, digital paper that had the check paper and the light pinks and greens, and you know, it's got a few colors, and I got that off of Etsy. And then I added this sari silk right here, and I added a piece of trim right here and some eyelash trim. I kind of just wrapped it around the bow to kind of make it look shabby. And then this washi tape, you guys know that I never use washi tape, but I had ordered something, and they had taped the bag closed with this washi tape, and it just works for this paper line. So all I did was stick a piece there that says Dream. That's all I did to it. I did glue this button on, but before I glued it on, and this is a button I had in my stash, I kind of threaded thread through it so it would look like it was stitched on. And then in the back, I embossed the back of the heart. So that's one. And then here's another one. And the washi tape was only big enough. It had 3 words in it, I think. That's all. So here's the word love. The same thing, just different color, just different word there. Everything else is the same. Again, I embossed the back with a 3D rose embossing folder. And then this was the first one that I made, and I actually glued the eyelash trim all the way around the perimeter, but I didn't like the way it looked, so I changed it afterwards. This, I used the aqua paper, the same sari silk right here, a little piece of ribbon here, and then this rose is from a tattered lace die set, and I love the way this rose looks, so I added it there. And it is a dimensional rose. It has dimensional tape in between the layers of the flower. And then here is the other one that I created. Again, it's got that rose there, and there's the word love again from that washi tape. So these are these could be used as tags or card fronts, or you know, whatever you want to do with them. But I like the way these came out. I think I would have liked them better a little bit smaller for embellishments. And for me, these are kind of large to be embellishments. And then I created some swans, or I didn't create anything. I just cut them out and put them together. And I do have the foam in between. So this die, this swan die, is from tattered lace, and I added that glitter glue again, you know, on the wings and on the body, on the head of the swan. And then the swan on the paper has a bow tied around it, so I added a bow right there. I cut out this little tag with a die set that my friend Jackie had gifted me. She's Metal Art 001 here on YouTube. And I stamped the word sweet right there. So I had some really small stamps that, I was just looking through my stuff and taking out what I had. So that's one. And on that die set is actually two different swans, and they do come with the silhouette and the swan. And this one says sweetheart on it. Again, I added the little bow. This one I cut out in white and just tied it on with a little piece of gold, like tinsel ribbon. And I added the glitter glue on there. So those are the pink ones, and then here are the aqua ones. And these are just embellishments that I'm making for the paper because I did pick up the paper. Look at how pretty that looks. These would look beautiful on a tag. So I created those. And then I created some tags that I want to share with you. I created these tags because the paper has like vintage frames on there. So my friend Carolyn, who is Tea Time and Dolls, when we did our first swap, 2 or 3 years ago, she gifted me a lot of resin pieces, and these frames were some of the things that she had gifted me. So I just painted it, and I cut out a piece from the paper that had the cake on there and adhered it to the back. These flowers were gifted to me. It's either Jacqueline, or it was either Jacqueline, who is Metal Arc 001, or it was Agnes Webb. So it was either one of those ladies that gifted me this, and I can't remember exactly because both of them have given me quite a bit of die cuts, so I wasn't sure. Hold on one second, guys. Tony. So these are the ones that I created, and I did add my husband's on the phone, and he's really loud on the phone. So I added some ribbon here on the bottom, another bow right here, and then the flower right here is on dimensionals. So it's actually on top of the frame, and then the frame is on top of another piece of the designer paper. And I added some of the pearl pin. Here's another flower right here. And then I added this bow with this ribbon that my friend Jacqueline had gifted me, and it was wider, and I just cut it, cut a piece and then just ripped it to give this shabby edges on there. And then I created this bow. And then here's the back. I did emboss it with a wood grain embossing folder. And this tag was gifted to me by my friend Jackie, and it does have a pocket that goes with it. But I love the sentiment that was on there, and I wanted it to show. These are the pockets that she had put them in, and they're beautiful, but I wanted them, they're so pretty, I didn't want to hide it, so I just added them on with a garment pin. I don't know if you guys remember, these were tags from Target from a few years back. I still had some that had the heart, the faux leather heart and the tag, so I didn't stamp to and from, but that's the purpose of that tag. And I just added everything on with a garment pin. Look at how beautifully embossed these tags are. And they do have another quote on the back. So it says, to create is to touch the spirit. And I love, love, love the way these tags look on here for added beauty. So there's one. Let me set that one aside and let me share the other one with you. And then this is the other one. Same thing. I did exactly the same thing, but on this one I cut a die cut, not just a square. I cut a die cut. Then I put I added the tea set that was in the paper collection onto this frame, and then I mounted it onto the die cut. I glued it onto the die cut. Added the flower here with the trim at the bottom. Here are those pearls, that pearl and pin. And then here's another rose, and I did add a little applique flower up here. I think my friend Caroline gifted me this one as well. And then this ribbon was gifted by my friend Jackie. And there's the bow. Again, the same thing on the back. I embossed it with a wood grain embossing folder. And to be quite honest, my favorite wood grain embossing folder is by Tim Holtz. It's a 3D embossing folder, but it's a short one. And I would have only been able to do part of it, and then I would have to turn it around. And sometimes that doesn't look so great. So I used a Doris one that was longer. And then here is that same tag that Jackie created for me. She created several of them for me. So I added it here. It says, "My heart is warm with the friends I make." And then it's a quote by Edna St. Vincent Millay. And again, there's that tag. But I think they ended up really, really pretty. And then I recalled, that I was looking for some ribbon that said "With Love," the name of the paper collection. And as I was looking for ribbon, I recalled that I had bought the little printing label machine that also prints ribbon. And I happen to have white with the gold. So I printed this one that says "With Love." So I'm definitely going to add this to my to one of my embellishments that to go on the paper. If I had thought about it, or if I had remembered that I had it, I probably would have put it on the hearts. And I believe that is all that I have created so far for this collection. I hope that you all like what I created, and this gives you ideas. If you bought the paper, this will give you some ideas on what to create for it, because the paper does have frames. It has like old wooden frames. It's got banners. It's got swans. It's got hearts. So that's pretty much, I kind of looked through the paper and just picked out some of the elements that were in there. And that's how I created these hearts. And these hearts is one of the pages that is in the paper. It's not exactly, but it's similar. See this heart? So these hearts, I was trying to mimic this one. They used a lighter ribbon and stuff like that. Mine is darker, but it's, pretty similar. And I love the way that they turned out. Thank you so much for watching. I hope everyone is having a great day. Like I said, I hope this inspires you and gives you ideas on embellishments that you can create for your paper if you're picking up this paper. Or even if you're not picking up the paper, these are still great embellishments that you can use on your other projects. Thank you so much for watching. I hope everyone is having a great day, and God bless. Bye.